Right, we're going to find the prime factorisation of 36. Now that might also be called find the product of prime factors. And product in maths always means multiply. So what I'm doing here is finding a set of prime numbers that I can multiply together to give me 36, and there's only one possible set of prime numbers that will multiply together to give me 36. And we'll do this using a factor tree. So I'll write out 36, and I'm going to split it up into any two numbers that I can multiply together to give me 36. So you can do this any way you want, and I'm going to do this by doing 3 times by 12. Now, if either of those is a prime number, I can't go any further. Well, 12 isn't, because I can do 12 by doing, say, 4 times 3. But 3 I can only make by doing 3 times 1. So 3 must be a prime number, so I'm going to circle it. With 12 I've got to carry on though. 12 I've mentioned I could make by doing 4 times 3. Could have also done 6 times 2. It doesn't matter which way you go, you'll still end up with the same answer. And again, 3 is a prime number here. 4 is not though, because I can make 4 by doing 2 times 2. And both of those are prime numbers because there's no way of making 2 other than doing by 2 times by 1. So now, as a product of its prime factors, this is 2 times by 2 times by 3 times by 3. And we can go and check that that works in a moment. 2 times 2 is 4, times 3 is 12, times 3 is 36. And if we want to get a bit fancy about it, 2 times 2 we'll call 2 squared, and 3 times 3 we'll call 3 squared. So it's 2 squared times by 3 squared. Let's do the same thing with this one. So the 84, I'm going to write it out by multiplying prime numbers together. So I'm going to go for the factor tree, and we'll make 84. Now, you could half it if you wanted to, so let's do that for now, because that's probably what most of you will do. So I'm going to see how many 2's go into it. So if I half that, well, that's going to be 42. And 2 is a prime number, so I circle that one. 42 again, well, I know that this is an even number, so I'm just going to half it again. And 2 goes into that. And now I've got 21. Now obviously I can't half 21 because that's an odd number, but there are other ways of making 21 other than 21 times 1. So for example, I could do 3 times 7. Now 3 is a prime number, and 7 is also a prime number because there's no way of making 7 other than doing 7 times 1. So we can't go any further than we've got there. We've closed all roots off. So the prime factorisation of 84 must be 2 times 2 times 3 times by 7. So let's check it works. 2 times 2 is 4, times 3 is 12, times 7 is 84. I'm going to write this out with powers. We've got 2 times 2 here, so we'll call that 2 squared. And then we've got times 3 times 7. I'm going to do the same thing again here with 212. So let's work out the factors of 212. Again, there's lots of different ways of doing this, but if we start off by halving it, so we'll see how many 2's go into it. That's going to be 106. And we'll circle the 2 because that's the prime number. 106 again, we could go lots of different ways from here, but if we half it, we get 2 again, and 53. And then 53, well, we need to have a little bit of a think about this here, because how could I make 53 by multiplying two numbers together other than 53 and 1? Well, in actual fact, you can't. 53 is a prime number. So we'll circle that off. So we're finished there. So 212 is actually just 2 times 2 times 53. 2 times 2 is 4 times 53 is 212. Or with powers, 2 squared times by 53.